today on a Monday afternoon. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Some incredible athletes in this one, Brent. Defensively, what does it take to stay in front of somebody who's got that kind of explosive ability?
For me, a small prayer. For other guys, it's knowing time, space, distance to make sure that you can collect anybody's first move. As you know, Kevin, you can't be thinking out there. If you're caught thinking, especially defensively, you get to read the back of the jersey of the guy you're guarding quite often. Can't happen here tonight.
And it can take your mind off of the other things you've got to do.
Well, yeah, that, and then you're always using one key phrase, which coaches talk about in practice.
Yeah.
Help.
Oh, yeah.
I need help.
Help. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Matthews out there at Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Took him no time at all on that one. George has got the opening basket of the game for Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo against Harrell. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Well, that's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Shoots from 14. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, when you're a scorer in the league, it's going to come in all kinds of ways. Bledsoe, that time, with the defense all over him.
Leonard with no one around. And another three for the Clippers.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bledsoe. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Leonard inside, defended by Middleton, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Bledsoe against Beverley. George looking around. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Matthews, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Leonard kicks to Beverley. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. They're in a great groove.
Middleton outside. Pass to Matthews. Bledsoe against Beverley. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Matthews. Bledsoe's got his second basket. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leading by 5. And George kicks to Beverley. Over Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. A three from Leonard. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 6.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bucks passing it around.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
George finds Zubats for the 3. And Paul George with the 3. He's got 9.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Now for the Bucks in 2017, Brent, disagreement over front office candidates, a divided leadership structure. If you're on that roster, how much of those kinds of things concern you?
I don't think the players are worried about that at all, because what you have now is a new voice in the locker room. You're going to have to learn a lot of new language, new offense, new defense. And that's enough to make you think just about basketball and not the business of basketball, Kevin.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Bledsoe. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, George to the paint. Here's Harrell. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
George passes to Zubac. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brent, a major pivot for the Clippers last season, trading away the most important player in franchise history, Blake Griffin.
Well, the front office made mention of sustainability and production over cost, and felt like it was the right time for them to move on. The size of that max contract, the injury risk of Blake Griffin and what's happened and transpired the past couple of seasons convinced them that they might be able to clear that out of the way, get some flexibility, and rebuild the roster in the way that they wanted to moving forward.
First one falls for him. Lopez, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, Doc Rivers might have done his best coaching job last year. You think about how many G League guys came in and started games, and he even talked about it as being a season with a breath of fresh air with all that newness and the things he had to teach and go back to the drawing board. So a heck of a year for them, and they might have found some gems.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Releases from 15. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got his second bucket. And Doc raved about last season's roster. But Brent, he admitted by the end of the Blake Griffin-Chris Paul era, he had it up to here with all the chemistry issues.
Well, he said that every playoff disappointment, Doc felt like the buy-in of the entirety of the team got narrower, as if they couldn't get it done because of what had happened the season before or 2 seasons before that. So a very hard group to coach, a very talented group to coach, but a lot of things lingered in that locker room, and if you're not on the same page, there's just no way to climb that mountaintop.
Matthews no good. Clippers leading by 14. Outside, George. Middleton against Leonard. Over Middleton. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Matthews against George. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Drains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 7. Clippers with the ball. Now here's Beverley. Outside, George. Back to Beverley. Clock is at 3. Over Bledsoe. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the lead is down inside single digits. He's got 6.
Giannis so good in the paint, steps a little bit outside to the mid-range, and has the size and skill to get it done.
Harrell kicks to Beverley. In the corner, George with it. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bucks trail by 9. Bledsoe outside. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
To the middle. Here's Harrell, and he makes good on the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Middleton looking it over. Bledsoe against Beverley, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. The Bucks also changing it up. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Connaughton, outside Hill. 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here's Hill for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
And that one's good, George.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved his offensive game is pretty remarkable. After coming out of San Diego State, came into the league as just a defensive stopper, and now really, truly a two-way star and one of the deadliest scorers when he needs to be.
And the Clippers making a change here. And the Bucks with possession here. They trail by 11. Here's Lopez. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. With Leonard in his offense, he slowly took on more and more of the scoring load while adding skills to his game.
Yeah, he'd always been an efficient shooter from the outside. I mean, that was the big question mark coming in. But he added a lot of volume the last couple seasons and did not lose the percentages. So took on a little bit more of the playmaking role, maybe sometimes playing the point small forward. So that combined with great mid-range, this is why people talk about Kawhi Leonard being a top 10 player in the NBA. There's good reasons for it.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And it's 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Harrell dishes to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Leonard looking around. Over Antetokounmpo. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Down low, here's Lopez, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I mean, really, this is the evolution, the point forward concept in full display here tonight as Giannis is becoming one of the more dominant versions of that.
And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men, rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Green. Knocked loose. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Harkless. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
A little over aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for the Clippers. John Lure, he's checked in for the Bucks. On the wing, Hill, he's guarded by Williams. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Williams. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
Hill kicks to Antetokounmpo. Green with the rebound.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Williams for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The pass to Hill. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
From deep three-point range.
George Hill, phenomenal instincts defensively, and did a great job of challenging to throw that shooter off.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, you know, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Kyle Korver. John Lure's out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's George Hill, and it's Connaughton in at the 3-slot. Harkless with the bucket.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Hill kicks to Lopez. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's back to Hill. Williams with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
McGruder, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 9. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
And they pick up 2.
Lou Williams' offensive game is just devastating, capable of scoring pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
And Lure kicks to Connaughton. Here's Korver for 3, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here is Hill. Here's the teardrop. Here's Connaughton. Milwaukee the rebound. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Yes, that goes in. Los Angeles leading by 5, and the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, there's one thing the Bucks have, and that's an abundance of players with tremendous length. It can make it very difficult on offenses to try to find lanes and gaps and seams to get in there and score. So the tighter they are defensively, the more disruptive the Bucks could be.
A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Matthews comes in for Kyle Korver. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. Now here's Zubats. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Beverley finds Williams. And here is Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 7-point differential. Middleton outside. No good from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Bledsoe against Beverley. Kicks it to Williams. This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Now here's Bledsoe. 6 points for him. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Beverley against Lopez. Here's the floater. And good that time. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Bledsoe looking around. Pass to Matthews. Back to Bledsoe. Bangs home the trifecta. Bledsoe's got 9.
Shooting off the pass, that means Bledsoe set himself early and was ready to let it fly.
Loose. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Harkless. The Bucks also with the sub. Wilson's checked in. Beverley against Bledsoe. Pass to Matthews. Over Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Clippers leading by 7. And Beverley kicks to Zubac. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Middleton, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Great quickness on the pull-up from Middleton, cashing in on that opportunity.
Los Angeles has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Passes to Harrell. It's George on the wing. Back to Harrell. The shot's good on the assist by George. He has 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
PG played his first 7 seasons in Indiana with the Pacers and guided them to 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances, and that playoff PG moniker that he came up with, it holds true if you look at the numbers. And when the Pacers were about to rebuild, I think Paul George let them know that he was willing to move on to continue his career somewhere else.
And giving up a lot of inches, he was still, though, determined to make the play.
Yeah, this is the time you can use that word, tenacity. Some guys wouldn't even try that shot, but he goes in there undeterred.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 9. Over Beverley. Off target on the 15-footer. A lot of fans in Indiana upset with Paul George for deciding to leave. Do they have a point, Brent, or is that unfair?
I think it's a little unfair, Kevin. 7 great years from Paul George. Obviously had to recover from the leg injury and came back strong. But PG wanting to go somewhere where he could win a title. And that's a decision that every player has to make. PG thought somewhere else he might have that opportunity and maybe more chances to do so.
Timeout called the Bucks. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Leonard, he's checked in for Patrick Beverley. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Ilyasova in for Wilson. They get a hand on it. Ilyasova passes to Bledsoe. Over Williams. And the rejection by Zubac.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's easy to understand why Paul George is one of the top scorers in the league. He can read the defense, he can shoot it, he can get inside, and he's riding a hot streak now.
Now here's Bledsoe. 9 points in the game so far. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Zubac finds Williams. Leonard against Middleton. On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Over Bledsoe. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And there it is for him. Middleton's got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Harrell. He has 6. Back to George. Latrey. And that one is off. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
The kick out to Ilyasova. To the left wing. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Clippers leading by 9. Now the pass to George. The kick out to Williams. Double team on Williams. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Zubac's the pass to Williams. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate. Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better. This roster for the Clippers is in transition, no doubt about it. You think of the franchise's history, plenty of dysfunction, but over the last 5 or 6 years, they've been the best team in LA. Now it's a time for them to reset, try to find some new stars to carry it forward.
Bledsoe for 3. Cans it from downtown. Bledsoe's got 17 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Williams kicks to George. Over Bledsoe. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. 22 points for Paul George.
And Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
Bledsoe against Williams. Bledsoe left side. Here's Antetokounmpo.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Shamet defended by Ilyasova. Offensive rebound. And the shot is good. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Outside Hill. Feeds to Lopez. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
George dishes to Leonard. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the wide open shot from Green. Connects from three-point range. He's got 7.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Here's Hill. Misses off the left iron.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
when you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And here is Hill. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fader on the way, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 22 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
We return to Los Angeles now with a look at the Staples Center from high above the arena. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
Yeah, that's not really his forte, Greg. Unselfish play.
Beverley with the ball. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Harrell in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And there's the feed to Leonard. Clock at 6. Back to Beverley. Lopez with the block. And they'll keep possession. A nice shot by George.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And Matthews kicks to Bledsoe. Over Beverley. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Eric Bledsoe.
Well, that can become a reliable shot for Bledsoe, getting to the mid-range and a little separation. That can help.
Zubac finds Beverley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. Patrick Beverley grew up in the west side of Chicago. He said it was a pretty rough high school to go to, Brent.
John Marshall Metropolitan, and he was the head of a 1-2-2 full court press where he just racked up a bunch of steals. Can you imagine just not getting the ball ever over half court? That's because Patrick Beverley was up there playing defense.
The first one falls. You have so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Now here's Leonard. He's got 12. Great D that time from Middleton.
Yeah, and the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Knocked loose, stolen by Bledsoe. 13 feet away, and that one hits back iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's George, and the Clippers miss again.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
Now here's the problem with the defense. Eric Bledsoe's the point guard. He's going to keep getting the ball. What a night.
Beverley, the pass to Leonard. Puts it up from 15. Nice jump shot. Good. Leonard's got 14 points for the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Bledsoe against Beverley. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe sort of playing the cat and mouse game here behind the pick and roll and taking advantage of the defense.
Beverley against Bledsoe. Beverley against Bledsoe. Outside for George. A three-pointer, no good. The Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Beverley against Bledsoe. Six to shoot. For the lead. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard kicks to Beverley. Here's George. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. George has got 26.
Well, Paul George, understanding more and more his role on the offensive end of the floor here, knows what kind of shots to take, and that's a good one there.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Clippers. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Lewis checked in for Antetokounmpo. The Clippers on defense. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Now, the defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 26. Count it.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Beverley dishes to Leonard. Over Middleton. They get it again. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Bledsoe. There's the triple, and there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his 1st foul of the game.
Eric Bledsoe continues to work on that range to get more consistent. That time knocks down the 3.
Los Angeles leading by 3.
Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer, and with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
Here's Beverley after Eric Bledsoe's score. Beverley finds George. Here's Harrell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year, 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done. And they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
Now here's Bender. Here's Hill. It counts, and the foul. That's on Lou Williams.
That was pretty clever right there, knowing how to finish, and you knew the contact was coming from somewhere.
Yeah, you look at George Hill's game, and he doesn't wow you in any way, but he's a complete basketball player. Strong outside shooter, but might be most valuable defensively. Often regarded as one of the best defensive guards in the league.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill. And with Hill and his defense, perhaps what is best about it is that he can guard Greg both guard positions, and that makes him valuable.
Yeah, and that flexibility gives a coach and his lineup so much leeway. Hill has a great wingspan, about 6'9", and can be very disruptive defensively. Very good at fighting through screens to stick with his assignments as well.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley is going to come at you every night, just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Beverley. And Patrick Beverley last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's why Middleton gets the respect from the teammates here, adept at getting to the free throw line and attacking the inside. Well, Chris Middleton is such a versatile scorer, and because he has the ability to put the ball down on the floor, sometimes defenders are not as willing to close out to him, but last year was in the 74th percentile in spot-up jump shots. He can be devastating from there.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Middleton can hurt you from anywhere. But his mid-range game, Brent, his mid-range game stands out.
Yeah, people don't really realize how effective Chris has been from the mid-range. He's up there with Kevin Durant statistically in some of the numbers, and The fact that he's got that long frame, any switchable defender that's smaller than him gives him the immediate advantage.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
And they pick up 2. And it's 9 points for Lou Williams.
Well, the in-between game is really nice from Lou Williams. Great at working his way into a place on the floor where he can attack you with a shot.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 13. Over in the corner, Bender takes the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Bender's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. To the middle, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Beautiful use of the pick and roll. Sweet Lou, so elusive and so good in those sets.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. Former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Outside, Green kicks to Leonard. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. No good from Bledsoe. Clippers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Milwaukee's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Middleton against Leonard. Middleton drives in. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Beverley deciding where to go with it. Outside Williams, 14 feet away. Milwaukee with the rebound. For the lead. And there's the nice layup by Hill. Hill's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, sometimes being long and athletic can help you finish through contact. George Hill with a great job there.
Now here's Harkless. We're covering Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Timeout called, the Bucks. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bender. Ilyasova comes in for John Lewis. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here is Hill. He's got 9. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
Easy to forget that Ilyasova can handle his business down there on the block, but he's much more of a spot-up guy.
Now here's Williams. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Over Ilyasova. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
So smooth. The little pump fake, get the defender in the air. As if Leonard wasn't hard enough to cover, he's adding that to his game.
First free throw is good. And last season, one of the harder ones for Kawhi Leonard, certainly, as he was forced to miss a lot of time due to injury.
Yeah, hard to lose a year like that when you're a star player, and started the year late with the quad issue and then was shelved again. Just 9 games total for him, and happy that he's back and at full health as the NBA gets a lot more interesting when the claw gets in the lineup.
Leonard hits them both.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
And so here are the Clippers after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Williams from the arc. They get it back. Takes it out to Leonard. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got 24.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Lopez outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
They're not sure. Maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. The Clippers in the lead. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table? He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. .110 left to play here in the third. The dish to Beverley. Back to Zubac. Here's Leonard, and it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Beverley. Clippers leading by 3. A 3 from Leonard. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 17 points here in the second half.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Matthews, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 15. Now Matthews with the fadeaway and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Robin Lopez out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Hill, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Matthews in at the 2. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Good! Antetokounmpo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Milwaukee. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Five to shoot to the middle. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Outside Hill. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Beverley. Beverley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard, and count it from 19 feet away. Leonard's got 31 points.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When you think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table, that's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
And he knocks down the first one. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Beverley finds George. Good D by Matthews. And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
They got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the 3-point shooting game.
And the Clippers call time here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Beverley against Bledsoe. Passes it to George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 30.
Well, the poise right there from Paul George, that's just a veteran that has no panic in his game.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Leonard. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
The pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bledsoe finds Ilyasova. And the Bucks miss again. Clippers leading by 8. 13 feet away. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And that's now 33 points for Kawhi Leonard. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Beverley against Bledsoe. Pass to Ilyasova. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Can they get it? Buries the jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the deep.
Shot from 12. George dishes to Leonard, and he makes that one. And the Clippers lead by 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bucks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Antetokounmpo, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Beverley. He feeds it to Leonard. Over Bledsoe, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Chris Middleton's checked in for Ilyasova. Bucks trail by 10. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Count that one. Antetokounmpo's got 23.
Just going right at the defense is Giannis right now, and energy just boundless in this game.
Now here's Zubac. Tight defense on him, and up the court come the Bucks on the break. Bledsoe's got the ball.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Eric Bledsoe, at one point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position. Multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
And the first one drops.
Bledsoe, so athletic and so explosive. He just continues to get better in a lot of areas out on the floor.
He hits both from the stripe.
Eric Bledsoe is accustomed to playing alongside some other great playmakers. In Kentucky, he was with John Wall. With the Clippers, he was with Chris Paul. In Phoenix, they had 3-guard lineups. So that ought to help out as they continue to get great chemistry. Giannis and Eric Bledsoe could be a devastating duo.
Leonard against Middleton. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Bucks. They trail by 6. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Beverley. Dishes to George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 7 points for the quarter. Well, Eric Bledsoe, as you mentioned, Brent, accustomed to playing on or off the ball.
Well, that helps a little bit with some of the new offensive schemes that Mike Budenholzer is putting into place. He's got that huge wingspan, which he can always bogart a guy defensively. He's a nice fit on the Bucks roster, and he's a good build around that length.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Middleton from outside the arc. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Zubac kicks to Harrell. No good on the 3. Bucks trail by 4, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Bledsoe against Beverley. Shots good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 37.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
That's good from Harrell. Brent, Montrezl Harrell out of Louisville came into the league as an energy player, but he can score as we're seeing in bunches.
Well, I think with starters minutes, he might give you a few 20-point nights, but mostly his impact has been huge with energy and effort coming off the bench, in constant motion around the rim, and a great finisher as well.
It's George on the wing. He dishes it to Beverley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points here in the second half.
Now, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
And here's George for 3. That shot no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Matthews finds Lopez. The shot from the low post is good. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Leonard. drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got 37.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes down.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. Fourth quarter, and it's closing time.
Leonard kicks to Beverley. Back to Leonard. Over Middleton. Leonard, no luck.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt, professional move all the way, puts the team on his back when it matters most.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
You really relish these moments, and he loves those pressure situations.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
George passes to Leonard. Unloads from 13, and that one goes long. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's in!
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This calls timeout. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
.15 seconds left in the game. And here's Beverley. Kicks it to Leonard. It's deflected. Stolen by Middleton. And they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Here's Zubac. No good there. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they